Welcome again to our channel. Welcome, my dear wealth protectors. Today we are going to answer the second question that it was asked in our Kiswahili channel. So feel most welcome. Keep it here until the end of this video. If you are a new member in this channel, if you are joining us for the first time, here we discuss ways of wealth protection and money matters. So feel most welcome. And remember to subscribe so that anytime we upload a new video in this channel, you don't miss, so that we learn together, we build this school of wealth protection and money matters. Welcome back, our club member, and we are going to answer that question using 4 points. Those are the 4 reasons why it is very important to change the ownership of your vehicle that you've sold. Now, point number 1 is that the reason why you need to change that ownership from that logbook is that you are going to avoid getting liabilities that may come in case maybe that vehicle gets an accident and injures somebody, or they injure somebody as a passenger. So in case your name was not transferred from that logbook, chances are that that liability claim can come with your name. You remember from our third-party class, we talked about those landed friend who normally pursue these cases for the plaintiff. Chances are they usually use the name of the person whom his name or her name is still in the logbook. So if you don't transfer your name, the chances are you may get demand letters or summoning you to go to court and defend yourself about those liability. So the best thing you can do is to, the moment you sold a vehicle, make sure you transfer your name from that logbook so that you become safer. Just use a case study to stress on this point of liability. We can use an example here. There's an incident that happened and it is real. This client was mine. He called me one day that he got some summon. He was supposed to defend himself in a court of law, that there's a vehicle that got an accident and some people got injured in that vehicle. Something maybe he was not aware. He didn't mention to me that that vehicle was sold, because I was supposed to cancel that policy from the system, and that one could have helped him in some way. And remember the liability that was mentioned there was on his name, because we mentioned here that sometime when our learned friend, the lawyers, pursue these liability cases for the plaintiff, they usually quote the name of the person whom his or her name is still in the logbook. For in that case, he was still the owner and he was the person who was liable to pay the claim. Now the worst was that he had already sold the vehicle and the liability claim was quoting his policy number. And for that matter, if that case, maybe if it could find itself into the hand of underwriter, that claim, it could have been repudiated. So I only asked him if he had a sales agreement of that vehicle that he sold. He told me yes, he had. And from that, I was able to advise him to look for another advocate. And then that advocate went and talked to the other advocate. And using the same sale agreement, he was able to come out of that case. And the liability now was left to the new owner. Now, you find that maybe if this person was not aware of the summon, and maybe the proceeding could have gone on, and maybe judgment passed, this client could have suffered a lot of losses. So it's very, very important for especially those people who do business for selling vehicles, whether new or second hand. Make sure once you've cleared with the person who have bought the vehicle, just transfer your name from that logbook so that you save yourself from any liability that can come. Number 2, you may save yourself from criminal suspicion. Assuming maybe the person you sold the vehicle to is a criminal, maybe is a thief, is somebody who is a drug trafficker, and they're using that vehicle and the name, your name is not transferred from that logbook. It means in any case they are caught somewhere using that vehicle, the authority will look for the person whom is still whom is his or her name is still in the logbook. So chances are you may get yourself into the wrong side without knowing. So to be safer, make sure the moment you've cleared with the person you sold the vehicle to, transfer the logbook to his ownership or her ownership. And this one goes to those people who do business of selling vehicles. Maybe you have a car bazaar, or you sell second-hand vehicles, or you sell your own vehicles. So this information, you need it so that you don't make such a mistake and get yourself at the wrong side of the law. Reason number 3 is about saving yourself or being on the safer side in case the person you sold the vehicle to decide to take a loan facility from a financial institution and using the same logbook as a collateral, or the same vehicle as a collateral. So chances are, if this person is unable to pay the loan effectively, your name will be captured in the CRB, and you will find yourself not getting any chance to get any credit facility somewhere. So it's always good to have this information so that you don't hinder yourself from getting any assistance in any financial institution. The first point is about using the vehicle effectively, because you find that the person who bought that vehicle, if he buys that vehicle and maybe he has acquired a comprehensive insurance, it will be very difficult for an underwriter to pay that person if in case there's a total loss of that vehicle in an accident, or maybe the vehicle is burned or stolen. So you'll do that person a favor if you transfer that logbook to his or her name, so that in any case he signed a comprehensive contract with an underwriter. If there's any claim, he'll be able to sort up that claim very fast. And then again, maybe for those people, maybe if the owner of the vehicle passed on, good in order if the people who are still alive transferred the name of the ownership of that vehicle to the person who is still living. That one will allow them even to be able to sign contract with the insurance companies or underwriters, or even get loan facility from financial institution. And in case maybe if there is a third-party claim, it will be honored if the person who has the ownership of the vehicle is still living, because it will be very difficult to sue somebody who is already dead. And maybe in such a scenario, you may find an insurance company declining such a claim. So the information or the teaching we are giving here are very important. And if you find this video valuable, please share to those people you know are in the business of selling vehicles, so that they get it clear. Those few, or for those more points that we've discussed, please keep it here. If you've not been a member of this channel, subscribe. If you find this video valuable, give us a like, and let's see one another when we are going to, in the next class, we are going to answer the third question that we were asked. Thank you.